Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own custom Discord.js v12 bot. There is one main thing that you need to install, which is Node.js, which is required. Download this, as well as an IDE. I personally will recommend Visual Studio Code for this, as it is pretty easy to install, easy to use, and it's also free. And yeah, so once you've installed this, and you also have an IDE set up, then you want to go to the Discord developer portal, and you want to click on create an application. For this example, I'm going to click on tutorial bot, because I already tried recording this. And I'm going to click create, and now I've created a bot. Well, I've created an application. I haven't created a bot yet. To create a bot, click here, and click here, and click here, and this will create a bot. And now you have a bot. However, the bot does nothing, and it is currently offline. However, we can change that. So by going into Visual Studio Code, opening a new terminal, and typing npm init. We can do -y. Actually, I won't do -y because I'll just go through this. You can basically set all this information. I don't really care about that. Anyway, you basically want to install discord.js. You can do that by doing npm I discord.js --save, which will save it into your package.json. You can do -g, which I already have. But that'll install it globally, but I'm also going to install it here. And I'm also going to install NodeMon. It's just a useful thing, and I'm also going to be using it in this video. You don't have to install it if you don't want to, but yeah, I already have it installed globally. You can do this if you want to install it. And basically, once you save, it'll just automatically restart. So now that NodeMon and Discord.js are installed, we can start by creating our index file that we're going to execute when using the bot. And we can initialize discord.js by typing const discord equals require discord.js. We can also tell our bot what the client means, so discord.client. And let's also make a config file where we will store our token and our prefix. So if we put in token, and then let's copy over our token. This won't work after the video is over. Let's also set a prefix. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use an exclamation mark. Okay, so now that this is saved, let's tell our main index.js file that this exists by doing const config. You can call this whatever, as well as these two. However, I recommend calling them these. Const config equals require / for current directory, and then config. And now the bot knows what config is. And also, to make the bot actually start, we can log in the bot by doing client.login and then config.token. You could also do this by doing client.login and then putting in the token like this. However, that can get your token leaked if you upload it to GitHub, and it's just better not doing this, because if you have tokens or API keys in multiple different spots in your bot and you upload it, it's just better to have a config file, because that means that you only need to not upload one file if you're going to upload it to GitHub as an example. And basically this will log in the bot. I do not want to do this. I want to save this. So if I turn this on, I can do NodeMon, or I can do node index. They'll do the exact same thing. The bot will be online, however I haven't actually added it to my server. I can do that by going OAuth2. And this is if you want to use other OAuth2 stuff. However, I just want to use it as a bot. You can also give it permissions straight away. You can give it admin if you want. I'm not going to do this, just for testing purposes. I'm going to add it to my server by clicking here, or going to this link and selecting a server, authorizing it, and agreeing to this captcha. And now it'll be added. I can go and give it permissions. Here we go. And now it has permissions for this channel, and it is currently online, as you can see. However, it does nothing. So let's make it so when the bot goes online, it'll send a message in console which is down here. That's console. So client.on ready. Let's pass nothing. And let's just add a semicolon. Good habits, as you know. And let's console.log. Let's do this. Client.user.tag, which will be the bot's username and tag, is now online. And if we want it to show how many servers it's on, we could do currently watching client.user.guilds or client.guilds.cache.size servers. I'm also going to switch to node 1, and yeah, you're currently watching one server, which is the server that it's currently on. And yeah, now let's add some basic message functions. We can do this by doing client.onMessage, passing message, and doing if message.content equals config.prefix ping. I'm also going to make this work with no, like if you do uppercase text, it'll also work. But if you do that, you also want to make sure that the arguments here are all lowercase, and then it'll work with any capitalization. So if the ping command is done, we can do message.channel.send, and then let's do client.user.username, which will be the bot name, a tutorial bot, has a ping of, and we can get the ping by doing client.user.ws.ping, or no, client.message.client.ws.ping. Yeah, there we go. MS. I'm also gonna add message here. No, just because, yeah. By the way, client is the bot, author is the user, and yeah. So if we restart this, now it's on, and we do ping, which is, yeah, it basically shows what the ping of the bot is. Now, you might have seen before, some bots have embeds, and I will show you the basic functionalities of those. And you can make an embed by using a constant or a let or a variable. It doesn't really matter. As you know, you can't declare things twice, so we're going to name this test embed, and this will be a new Discord message embed, not a rich embed, because that's in Discord.js v11, not v12. And let's add a color, which is colors on the sidebar here, and let's add the Discord Blurple color. So we can do this by putting in 728 which is the color code. Let's say we want to set an author, so let's do message.client.user.username, and let's, oh, I did the wrong thing. Again, I did the wrong thing. There we go. And then we'll do ping command. And let's do the, whoever sent the message, or the command I should say, it shows their profile picture, or we can do the bots, either work. So message.author, which is the user executing the command, .display avatar URL. Now if we do dynamic true, I use this, I sometimes don't do that right. This will make it so it accepts GIFs. I don't really need to change the size because I'm pretty sure the one it starts with is good. I'm just going to test this works. And I'll send the embed. You can send it like this. So it's on. Missing permissions. I'll make a check for that in a second, where it will tell you if it doesn't have permissions. So now it should have permissions. Oh, I forgot to do something. I forgot to put it in this main function or whatever. Okay, that was pretty not epic. Okay, now this will only send once. Yeah, if it, okay, I forgot to restart it. Alright, so it's on now, and it does this. Alright, perfect. So let's say we want this nice orange picture, or client, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's client.user, think that will show the, yeah, it will. Okay, now let's actually show the ping in the embed. So let's do it in the title, because that will be very visible. We'll do message.client.usernames ping is currently message.client.ws.ping milliseconds, and that will have a title now. Alright, cool. And let's add a footer and a description and a timestamp. So this message was sent in, and then we'll put the guild name, and then I'll have a footer, and let's also use the current time. You can do the current time by doing set timestamp and then leaving this empty, which will be current time. So it shows this message was sent in Cactive Network and the time. That's the basics of embeds, but as you saw before, it didn't have permissions before, so I'm going to add a check for that. So I'm going to get rid of this because we already have an embed that's being sent. So if the bot message.channel.permissions for message.guild.me, it has embed links, which is the permission, I think. Turn message.channel.send. I don't have a lot of backslash just so it doesn't get confused with the start and end of this. I don't have permissions to send embedded links in this channel. Okay, so let's say, actually I'll show you it working first. Oh, I think I know. I think it's because I did the brackets wrong. Which hopefully that's the issue. I think it would be the issue. Let's check. Yep, okay, now it works. And if I disable its permissions to do this, hopefully it will error properly. Yep, alright, it does. Cool, that is good. And I'm also going to make it, I'm going to give it its permissions back. I'm going to make it send me a message if message.channel.permissions for message.guild.me has is opposite because of this at the start. So if it doesn't have, if it doesn't have, it's send underscore messages, return message.author.send. I don't have, the backslash again, or you could just use other stuff. I don't have permissions to send messages in the channel that you executed this command, and if it didn't have permissions, it would do that. The next thing I'm going to do before I end this video is basically show you how to make it in a specific channel only, or how to return if it's not in a specific channel. And this can be good for testing if you want to test certain things. So if message.channel.id doesn't equal, let's do this channel ID, return message.channel.send. You cannot use this command in this channel. So let's, if I do the ping in here, it should work. And if I do ping in this channel, oh, the bot doesn't even know this channel exists. That would make a lot of sense. I'll give it access to this channel. So if I do ping, ping, there we go. We don't have permissions. I would recommend just not doing this, or it depends based on what you're doing this for. But basically this will just make it this channel ID only, and you can also do guild ID if you want to do the same thing. So message.guild. You can also do name if you wanted, but yeah. And that's the basics of Discord.js. I'll be covering more in-depth things about some of these basics in this video. If you want to see any specific things on Discord.js, feel free to leave a comment. Obviously this is a basic tutorial, and yeah, hopefully this helped some of you out. If you need help, I'm willing to help you. If you leave it in the comments, just make sure to just give a detailed explanation of your problem, and I'll be willing to help you. Other than that, if this helped you, maybe leave a like. You don't have to. And yeah, see ya.